Dear students, now we will conduct the design and elaborate activity for some of the concepts in Java programming. Some of you will be called randomly and you will be asked to select a number from 1 to 5 and you have to answer for the question that is displayed in that respective slide. Shall we start? We'll start with Rafiq. Choose a number, Rafiq. Number 1.
So the given syntax is depicts the syntax of a constructor. So a constructor is nothing but a special method defined inside a class. So as given in the slide, the constructor will have the same name as a class name and it is defined inside a class. So a constructor will be automatically invoked when an object is created for the class, and other points such as constructor can't be defined as static and final. Constructor will have does not have a return type. So there are two types of constructor known as default constructor and parameterized constructor. So a default constructor does not have any parameters, and parameterized constructor takes in specific number of parameters from the program. So a constructor is mainly used to assign values to the variables defined inside a class. Thank you.
Good. Next we'll call Neha. Choose a number, Neha.
I choose 4.
4.
The return type of the method execute query is result set. The result set object stores the result of select query of database. Execute query represents a set of rows. And the return type of execute update is int. It is used to modify the data in database. It is commonly used in the statements like insert, update and delete. The return type int represents the number of rows affected by the SQL statements.
Good.
Thank you.
So execute query, the return type is result set, which is used to work with select queries, and the execute update, the return type is integer, which is used to execute the SQL statements like insert, delete and update, etc. Good. Next, I will call Mukil Pranesh.
Good evening, one and all present here.
Select a number, Mukil.
Select the number 2.
2.
This is the syntax for lambda expression. The lambda expression is used to write the code flexible, concise manner, and also readable, more readable, easily can efficient manner. So the lambda expressions we can initially define the interface. The interface only belonging to the lambda expression without belonging to the class, the lambda expression. The lambda expression is defined as the expression defines the functional interface. The functional interface defined as the interface with only single abstract method, that is known as functional interface. The advantages means the advantages of the lambda expressions are the flexible manner and concise manner. We can use a lot of codes without, we can use only single code, single step of code. Thank you.
So what is the mandatory part of the lambda expression? It's a functional interface. So how many abstract methods could be defined within the functional interface? Only one abstract method whose function definition is provided by the lambda expression. And main advantages, you can reduce lines of code and you can write concise code, as Mukil Pranesh has said. Next I will call Nivedha. Pick a number.
I choose 3.
3.
callable with an object. Static class cannot be instantiated, that is, we cannot create an object for a class. So the only way of accessing the methods of a static class is by calling the class name. Inside that, the arguments will be either static methods or static variables, because static class only contains those. And the main use of static class is memory management. Once the memory is fixed, we cannot change it during the runtime.
So within a static method, what content you can access is within the definition of a static method, you can access only the static variables, or you can access another static method. Okay, so and static contents are always static variables or static methods is always accessed by using the class name, not by using any specific object of the class. Good. Next, 4 questions over. Next, I call Navyash. Leftover number is 5. I'll display the question number 5.
So the concept involved in the following of code snippet is method overloading. So method overloading is nothing but it is a class with multiple methods having same name but different parameters. So method overloading can be done in 2 ways, by changing the type of parameters, and second one is by changing the number of parameters. So in this program itself, int add, it is the same method name but the parameters only differs. So first method is having 2 parameters with the same type integer, and the second method is also having the same method name with the 3 parameters with the same type of same data type. And the last one is double, and the data type is only differs. So here the double and parameters is also double method only. So advantage of method overloading is it increases the readability of the method. So thank you.
Good. Thank you all students for the active participation.